Are you done, car? Come on, ding one more time. Just ding one more time. It's blinking the seatbelt light at me. I don't care. So, it's Wednesday night, although technically Thursday, July 13th. 2:02 a.m. And just getting ready to roll out of Ain't Nick's. And just had a great conversation with the security guy, who's also a bar back. You know, and I don't know that guy's name, and I've probably known him for like, I want to say 5 years-ish. I was actually hoping that my friend Santos would be security tonight, but it's all good. That other guy's cool. I don't know, I'd love that I can go to dive bars that are like halfway across the town from where I live and just still run into loads of people that I know. I nearly died in that bar in like 1993, 94, 95, maybe 94, 95. Wow. Check this out to the north. It looks like we got a homeless person crossing the crosswalk with a whole arsenal of garbage. He's got, oh, it's a she. Got a wagon full of crap and a dog. Oh, good times. Oh, I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. I should just really take my ass home. I do have a job tomorrow, but I'm restless and don't want to be at home. And whoa, hello. Damn. I almost turned to the parking lot and they got like caution tape. Looks like they just did just coated the what do you call it? Did like I forget what the hell you call that. Did like a tar seal on the parking lot. I was gonna roll through that parking lot just because that's like I said, I roll through neighborhoods and just all the memories of things that have happened in places just come back to me. But there used to be, in that strip mall that I almost turned into and then couldn't because the parking lot was under construction, there used to be a bar there. And the only time I really used to go there on the regular was when I was dating Amy, and I've mentioned her before. It's been quite a while since I mentioned her, but yeah, we both got together. Got with her like right. I actually met her at her birthday party. Or was it her birthday party? Actually, you know, I think we had a mutual friend and we met at her birthday party. And I'm trying to remember her name. That was such a long time ago. Like 1992. Sophie. Yeah, I think we were both at Sophie's birthday party. And at the time I had an underage girlfriend. And it was I think my birthday was coming up. Like she's right there working. I don't think the camera caught that, but that woman looked like she's working. Yeah, so I had oh yeah, the almost dying thing. I got into a fight with a window. I want to say I got in a fight with a window and lost, but I'm still alive and the window had to be replaced. It was on the apartments on the right, and I ended up running across to the bar that is now known as St. Nick's. At the time, it was the Wagon Wheel, and nearly bled out there. They called 911 and rushed me off to Baptist Hospital, which is now called something else, but used to be Baptist Hospital over at, because all the hospitals have been taken over by corporations. Used to be Baptist Hospital at 19th in Bethany. And they, Dr. Angel Chick, all the people whose names I can remember, Dr. Angel Chick, sewed me back together. I still got a hell of a scar on my arm. So, yeah, when I'm at this bar, I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, this happened. I was talking to the door guy, I'm like, this actually happened here in like 94. But yeah, the strip mall that I just kind of passed on the right. I was gonna roll through the parking lot, but it's not that important. But yeah, I used to go there with Amy on penny pitcher night, and we drink pitchers of beer. I mean, that's when I was like pet boyfriend, because like right about the time I got together with her, like I was broke as fuck and didn't have any kind of a real job, and she had a good job, made good money, and was just all about she's like, I got money, I got it. But yeah, I'd been kind of on a kick of dating younger girls, and I was 22 and she was 22. I don't know, she's probably 2-3 months older than me. And I had like just turned 22. Maybe a couple weeks after my birthday. I was at Sophie's birthday party. And I wasn't going to talk about that at all, but when I looked to the right, I'm like, oh, that's a bar where I used to go to Amy with for a fucking penny pitcher night. So I don't know why I'm going north when I should be going south, and I should be going home. I'm restless. And Priscilla's been texting me all night, but she hasn't invited me to her place or into her bed. And the last time that I stayed the night in her bed, for whatever reason, she thought the appropriate thing to do was to sleep on the couch and leave me alone in her bed, which is marginally worse than being alone in my own bed. So, yeah. I mean, I'm glad we're still kind of communicating, but yeah, that's the relationship she wants to have. I'm not that interested in that. If you invite me to stay the night at your place, somebody that I've been like physically romantically involved with for over a decade, invite me to stay the night at your place, I'm fully expecting that you are joining me in your bed, and to do that shit to me 2 weeks in a row, yeah, forget about it. So talk about just rolling through the area and so many memories coming in. So right on the other side of this Arco used to be, and right now it's a lot that's fenced off. There's a sign that says Alta Vista something, but what used to be on the other side of the chain link on the left was the old Palomino Lounge. And one of the first places that I ever sang karaoke at, hands down, just straight up, and yeah, if you're underage, maybe click away from this video. It's gonna get a little adult. But first time I ever went to a karaoke bar and had a woman chat me up because she loved the way I was singing, and then like ended up getting a Hummer in the parking lot in my car. I still don't know how the hell I worked that. I'm so like, if I could figure out how the hell I did that, I'd be doing that every night I go to a karaoke bar. But yeah, that will always stick in my mind. So of course I was really excited when I got a gig to do karaoke there. And at the time I was basically seeing three different women, and two of the three were named Tammy. That was a fun period of my life. I came through here hoping I'd see some freaky people at the QT, because there's some freaky people off to the right, but there was one guy off to the right changing his shirt. I don't know quite what's up with that. I was hoping I'd see some fucking fun. Oh, there's somebody getting a jump on the left, and it doesn't look like I'm supposed to go that way. Yeah, actually relatively tame at the QT here at 27th Avenue there tonight. But I don't know, some of the different channels that follow the homeless scene and the working ladies scene catch some interesting action here, so I figured since I was nearby, I'd roll through. But yeah, pretty boring overall here at the KT. But yeah, anyway, there was Elise and Tammy, and I think like there was one night. So the Tammy thing was funny, and then of course I had friends that like knew what was going on with all that, and the one the one Tammy was white, the other Tammy was black. So anytime I mentioned Tammy, I like the friends that knew about what was going on were like, so was it white Tammy or black Tammy? Oh, good times. I don't know whatever happened to Black Tammy. There was one night that her and I had an argument, and I don't even remember what that was about. And at one point, she like suddenly twisted it to all be about race, which it absolutely wasn't. Yeah, I don't think I ever heard from her again, which is kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of miss her. I kind of enjoyed the time I spent with her, and I think at a different period of my life, that could have really became something. I was catching feelings for her in a big way. And if I wasn't still kind of involved with Elise and wasn't still kind of involved with White Tammy, it would have been that probably would have gone in a completely different direction. But yeah, like that started getting way too serious for me. Well, another woman looks like she's working on the right. I felt like it was getting way too serious for me, way too fast, and yeah, I just. If I remember right, what ended up happening the night that it got super awkward was that Elise came to my karaoke show and Black Tammy came to my karaoke show, and they were both there, and it was a slow night. I mean, I had nobody to blame for that but me. Like I said, it's like, oh, look at the situation I created. Yeah, but. And of course, now I did stay in touch with White Tammy for long after that, and it got, and that's not the first time that we kind of had a physical thing going on, and I do believe it was the last time. Like that, yeah, I don't think it ever really happened like that, but we stayed friends after that, and we had been friends since. Well, initially when we got together, it was immediately a very physical thing, and then I found out that I was basically a rebound guy after she had broken up with somebody she'd been with for a long time, and she got back together with them. But her and I actually stayed friends after that, which was cool. And she, wow, look at this, we got a whole row of purple street lights right here. Yeah, she ended up. Oh, we stayed friends. We definitely stayed friends after that. I mean, it's kind of weird. Like sometimes we spend quite a bit of time together, and sometimes we just barely keep in touch. But at one point, she told me that she was in late stages of having cancer, and that hit me like a brick. And it wasn't long after that she was gone. And I think I was already with Priscilla by that time. I do believe Priscilla went with me to her funeral. But I miss her. That woman was an absolute sweetheart. And I don't think anything could have got more involved with her and I than it ever did. But it was, when I look back on all the different friends with benefits relationships I've had over the years, yeah, Death Kitten was definitely one of the best. And oh my God, I miss her. I really, really miss her. Oh, and yeah, Black Tammy. That was a short-lived thing. I'm trying to remember where the hell I met her. I'm thinking probably break room. So long ago, I just don't even remember. I remember where I met Elise. I met her at the Ox. Speaking of Elise, I saw a picture of her today. As I mentioned earlier, I was rolling through rolling through like the old videos on my YouTube channel from before. Yeah, go ahead and cut me off there, dude. It's all right. I'm checking out the scenery on the side of the road. Trying to pick her up. No, not really. Oh, maybe I should try to pick her up. She's fucking gorgeous, and just the shade of chocolate I like. Anyway, sorry, trying to get distracted, but I'm on that street. So, anyway, wonder if I'm gonna find. Oh, there's a gal on the left. Hi, baby. 2:13 a.m. Let's see how many people are coming out of Bullock's Cocktails. When I worked at Bullock's Cocktails at 2:13 a.m., 2:14 a.m., that's the Saturn clocks, put 4 minutes on it. This parking lot would be absolutely packed with people hanging out that had been told to leave the bar, but were still hanging in the parking lot. It's not empty, but it's pretty dead. Pretty dead. Nobody in the front parking lot. Yeah, so I'm so behind on posting my vlogs right now, but I've already posted the vlogs from I believe it was Friday, June 30th. That's when I came up here to try to get the new owner of Bullock's Cocktails, to just sign a form for DES stating that I had never worked for him and I did not currently work there, and of course he refused to even fill out anything. Unfortunately, I got past that with DES. Honestly, my biggest obstacle right now is where the fuck is my EBT card. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. Like Friday at 5 p.m. and the bar was freaking empty, and this place, back when I had my karaoke show, would be packed at Friday at 5 p.m. These new owners have just run this place into the ground, and it's really sad. So, anyway, back to, what was I mentioning? Oh, so as I was saying, I was going through old videos on my YouTube channel from before I started my vlog, and found one video where I was on my way to Northern California, to a small town, kind of halfway between Truckee and Sacramento, to pick up a Laserdisc player and a collection of Laserdiscs, a very large collection of Laserdiscs, and I encountered quite the interesting obstruction to traffic on the highway I was taking, that stopped all the traffic as this just RV was completely engulfed in flames, and there was ammunition in it, so you kept hearing these bullets going off. It was pretty wild, but the way I did the video is just, ooh, that looks like police on the right. I should keep on going. I'm not a John, but I'm kind of driving around like one right now. And I highly doubt that's what he's there for, because the police, generally speaking, turn a blind eye to that around here. I mean, yeah, look what's right in front of me there. What's up, baby? Yeah, police aren't enforcing that. Or are they? Is that a cop right behind me? I mean, it's not a problem if it is. All my shit legal, but... Sorry, hard to keep focused when there's like cops and I'm surrounded by cops and hookers and then people driving kind of crazy. Oh, and let's not forget, I have a GCU hoodie that I found that was probably left behind by a homeless person. Hell, speaking of homeless people, there's some of them pushing their shopping carts across the crosswalk against the light. This is such a fun part of town at night. Yeah, I'm looking at these old videos, and this one where, and I'll try to put a link here, because you have to kind of really search my channel to find it. Oh, more ladies on the right. Very nice. The way I did that video, just the whole style of it, was just so completely the way I do my vlog now. It was kind of funny. It was like, ooh, wow, that was some interesting foreshadowing. Something. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. Yeah, lots of potential fun distractions on this road tonight, and more cops on the left. Yeah. You know, it was trippy watching that video. It was like, wow, that just straight up sounds like my vlog the way I do it now. Yes, I stopped at a green light. There's a fire truck on my left. I always yield for emergency vehicles, and I had no way of knowing which way that guy was going, but whenever I see emergency vehicles, I always stop and give them their options of going wherever they want to go. I don't know where that fire truck is going, but he's got lights and sirens running. He's more important than me. And is this guy going to stop on the right? Yes, boy, sure approaching that light fast. Damn. So anyway, looking at that video, and that kind of tripped me out. It's like, oh, that's like my vlog before my vlog was a thing. But the videos that really caught my eye, and I just started crying, like it hit me in the feels, was for a while I was doing a series of videos of my younger daughter, and I prefaced them all with "It's Lily" with an exclamation point, because I thought maybe that'd start trending and get some traction, because my daughter Lily is really she's really a trip, and she's kind of she's got a way of making herself the center of attention. I can't imagine where she gets that from. And very photogenic and very animated, and like she loves being on camera. She does. So I shot a bunch of really short videos of her, and of course this is before YouTube Shorts was a thing. It's tempting to download those things and crop them vertical and re-upload them, because they'd potentially be some quality shorts. But anyway, 3 of the videos were actually shot by her mother, Elise. When I was talking about, like, when I was hosting an old Palomino, I was involved with 3 different women, and Elise, Lily's mom, had gave me those videos that she shot with her cell phone, which I thought was nice. Her and I have gone through so many different phases in our relationship, and I mean, right now it's the worst. Like, she's done the worst thing she could possibly do to me, which is straight up disappear with my child that I still fucking have custody of. So yeah, that's pretty fucked up. But there were times that we were pretty hot and heavy, and I was kind of thinking, well, my God, maybe she's not really one of the less attractive women I've ever dated, but I really love this woman, and maybe I should consider getting married again. And then other times where I'm just like, God, I fucking hate her, and we've run the whole gamut on that. But this was a time when we were like, I don't think we were physically involved, but we were certainly getting along really, really well. In fact, I think this is probably after Priscilla and I were dating. So, I don't think Elise had a boyfriend. When Elise has had a boyfriend, things get a little more distant. But But yeah, at the time I think she was single, and we were doing really well with co-parenting with Lily, and we were getting along really well. And anyway, she was like, I thought it was really awesome that she had given me these videos and a bunch of pictures of Lily, baby pictures. And so I posted all 3 of them. That was about the time I was doing the It's Lily videos that were like current stuff. And I'm like, oh, I got some baby Lily. Nice. And they're really great little videos. And so I posted all them. Anyway, I was looking at one, and I noticed that Elise had left a comment on it on a YouTube profile, which, from as much as I can tell, she's completely abandoned that YouTube profile years ago. But YouTube, things on YouTube just tend to stay on YouTube for a long time, and I hope Google doesn't ever change that. Like, seriously, like, if Yosemite Bear's channel ever gets deleted, that will be a crime against humanity. And for those who don't know who Yosemite Bear is, he's also known as the double rainbow guy. He had just that, oh my God, it's a double rainbow. What does it mean? They just blew up and became one of the most viral things on YouTube in a while. And then the Gregory Brothers, also known as Shmo Yoho, did an auto-tune remix of it, blew it up even bigger. That went viral on its own, and then it just propelled the original video even farther. But that guy had a YouTube channel for quite some time. He's an interesting guy, like one step up from homeless. It was just, for those not familiar with Yosemite Bear, guy who had struggled with homelessness and poverty, and not unlike myself, and who just was like recording the journey and posting it on YouTube just for shits and grins, because that's, YouTube is supposed to be about just people posting themselves. YouTube, I mean, that's why it was named. That's what it started as before it became all fucking corporate like it is now. It has been for a while. And he just some of the older ones kind of show with his struggle. The older things on his channel show his struggle with homelessness. And at one point, he ended up getting a place like up in the high mountains. That's a dumpy little place, but it looked like paradise. Like when he would come out and show videos of his yard and stuff, it was just, I don't even say yard, like he was living in like national forest land. It was like, man, not gonna lie, kind of jealous of this man's life. That's kind of amazing. And he and Bus Depot on the right is busy. I think those are all buses that go to and from Mexico. If not into Mexico, definitely down to Nogales. And you can walk to Mexico once you're in Nogales. And by that Nogales, I mean Nogales, Arizona. Not to be confused with Nogales, Mexico. Although they're essentially the same city, separated by a wall. I haven't been to Nogales in so long. I love going to Nogales. Anyway, yeah, Yosemite's Bear's channel was just awesome, and he passed away a few years ago. And as far as I know, and I haven't gone to watch any of it in a long time. And of course, I discovered him through the Double Rainbow video, just like everybody else, or well, like a lot of other people. I can't say everybody else, but like the majority of YouTubers did. And not even by it being viral, but I at that point I was a fan of the Shmo Yoho channel by the Gregory Brothers, and so of course I discovered it through that. And that channel I discovered because of the Bad Intruder song, which was their biggest thing. And yeah, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife. I actually have the Record Store Day vinyl single of that song. Not my most valuable record, but it's definitely one of my most treasured. Like if I had to pare my record collection down to something that would fit in one box to stick in refrigerated storage somewhere, that would be a very difficult task. But Anton Dodson and the Gregory Brothers, aka Shmo Yoho, doing the Bad Intruder song would definitely be one I would not be able to part with. And I don't know why the hell I'm turning left here on Van Buren. I should have just kept on going. Yeah, I'm just wasting time right now. Just for the record, we're well south of where the working ladies are. Although back in the 1990s, when I first started being a cab driver, this was a stretch of road where you could find. Oh my goodness, that bus shelter looks like quite the homeless encampment on the right. My grandparents used to live in that trailer park on the right. And it was much different back then. Anyway. But yeah, how did I get on a tangent of Yosemite Bear? Oh, so YouTube. Yeah, I hope YouTube stuff that's canceled. I believe my ex-wife's channel is still up with some videos of my daughter when she was my older daughter, Allison, when she was much younger, including one where she solves a Rubik's Cube in like 11 seconds. Like, you'd think somebody who at 10 years old could solve a Rubik's Cube in 11 seconds could figure out, like, that maybe getting off drugs and going into rehab would be a good idea. I've never suffered through that kind of, I've never dealt with that kind of addiction, so I can't really state to what she's experiencing, because I haven't. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, I see this comment that Elise left on my YouTube channel, which is funny because that makes me wonder. Wonder what the odds are that she knows that she's been watching this vlog. Because my God, if I go into for any kind of custody proceedings, this vlog would not be good evidence against me. Just saying. You know what? I'll own it. I mean, it's me. It's real. But yeah. But anyway, I was looking at the picture, and Elise looks really good in that picture. And it reminds me of this when I was back when Allison was considerably more clean and had her life considerably more together, and I went to visit her a little over a year ago in Portland. And if you haven't seen those videos of my vlog, go check those out. We're talking like, I want to say April or May of 2022. I was in Portland for about a week, and I didn't shoot as much video as I would have liked to have shot, and I deeply regret that. Wow, the cop is there for some kind of broken water main or a broken fire hydrant. I want to get out and get some video coverage of this. That's wow. That's a wow. First I need to find a place I can legally park, and this ain't it. Whoa, and this is a parking lot, not a street. Whoops. All right. I am probably totally on security's radar now. I'm just trying to get back to Van Buren. This is such a weird part of town. Like, you got the zone over on one side, and then you got, like, I'm definitely surrounded by state government offices right now, which are really nice. And then the neighborhood to the north is like pretty extreme ghetto. And no, I can't get out this way. Damn it. I don't think I'm technically trespassing at this point, but yeah, I'm just be driving through here at 2:35 a.m. is definitely suspicious behavior. And I expect that to be a through street because I saw a street sign on the other side. I'm just going to go directly north. On 17th Avenue? Yeah, this is 17th Avenue. Interestingly enough, this piece of 17th Avenue used to be a U.S. highway. I know, it looks like nothing, right? Not the piece directly in front of me, the piece that I'm on. Back in the day, Van Buren going east, and then this is before all the interstates. Van Buren, where the homeless guy on the bicycle just went. I don't know if he's homeless, but kind of looks it. Van Buren going east and west at this intersection was US 60, and 17th Avenue going south at this intersection was US 85. And it all looks like it's no parking right through here. I'm trying to find somewhere to park near where that cop was. So I'm sure the cop is there, like, probably supervising. My guess is that probably somebody hit a fire hydrant, because there's a lot, I don't know if y'all can see the video, but there's a lot of water in the road. You know, as sketchy as this neighborhood is, I would love to get a house around here. This area is super sketchy right now, but I believe within the next 20 years that this area will be fully gentrified, and I love the architecture of the houses around here, and I like the layout of the neighborhood, and I'm down for living in bad hoods. So should be able to park. Oh yeah, look at all that water. See how far I can get to the right without getting myself too completely in water. Oh damn, car starting. I had my air conditioning on, and I wasn't paying attention to the temperature gauge. Car was already starting to overheat. It's still hot as hell outside. Like it's dark, and it's not like hot, but yeah, I still don't have a functioning radiator fan, and it's still 96 degrees outside. I tell you, this is what Stevie Wonder named his album "Hotter in July" after, for sure. Oh, and all of this standing water is definitely contributing to the humidity right around here. I can just feel it walking out. Dang. Wondering if I'm thinking more likely. Do you know what happened with all the water? This is crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to step across without getting soaked. Just wonder if it's like a broken water main, or maybe somebody wrecked into a fucking. Yeah, no, it's really bad on Van Buren.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the way to 17th Avenue. It's just Van Buren. Half of Van Buren's flooded.
Someone's water bill fine.
Yeah, either a broken water main, or maybe somebody hit a fucking, what do you call it? Hit a fire hydrant. Yeah, you're right. It's a lot of water. And then they want to complain about how much people water in their lawns. What now? Are you serious? They don't enforce that shit.
Yeah, they do. My job. Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
They used to try to do that to me. It wasn't that much, but they tried to do that to me. But they said, the other guy said, what the fuck was that? What about the homeless that pees in the fucking floor? Like, that's crazy. Come on, man.
Damn, look at that. The whole street completely flooded.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so cops obviously here just trying to stop people from turning onto the street. I'm gonna obviously have to make a U-turn when I leave. So I'm not sure what avenue this is. I'm thinking this. Oh, this is definitely 18th Avenue. Duh. Pretty sure this is 18th. Oh, I can hear a train over on 19th Avenue. This is 18th Avenue, completely flooded. Wow. Nope, my bad. 17th Drive. 17th Drive in Van Buren. In the Oakland Historic District. Yeah, I'm not walking that direction. Wow. The cop's just chilling in his vehicle. He's in the middle of water. He's on the other side of that river there. I'd go ask him what's up, but wow. This is some unexpected, interesting content. I'm gonna have to look up what they were talking about fines for watering the sidewalk, because I see people watering the sidewalk all the time, and it's usually Usually big businesses. Hell, half the time who's the biggest one watering the sidewalk? Fucking city of Phoenix right there at 48th Street. See that shit every day. Gonna have to go get me an inner tube, go tubing. This is wild. All right, this is 18th Avenue. Wow, this is crazy. That's gotta be, that gal was right. Like she said, if it was a fire hydrant, they'd shut it off. Although depending how a fire hydrant is broken, if it's broken below the valve and they can't shut it off, then they can't shut it off. But yeah, I don't see where this water's coming from, but there sure is a lot of it. So I don't have any real deep connections to this neighborhood. Seems like almost every neighborhood I go through, I've got some kind of story about, this is what I used to do there, and this is what I used to do there, and this is what I used to know, or whatever. But yeah, no real deep connections to this area. But I mean, it's part of Phoenix. Phoenix is my home, and certainly an area I've been in and out of since I started being a cab driver in August of 1992. I think it's, can I jump that without, I'm wearing my flip-flops. I am not trying to get my feet wet right now. I don't think I can jump that. Not in my flip-flops. Dang, this is crazy. Okay, I can do this. Raw. This is an insane amount of standing water. Love the houses in this area. I mentioned earlier that the general architectural style, it's probably too dark for y'all to really be able to see that one. See that one a little bit. I can only imagine what these houses are just selling for. This is still a pretty bad neighborhood. It's not a terrible neighborhood. It's not a good neighborhood. But yeah, I think everybody's grabbing up this property knows. Everybody knows that that's nice architecture and knows the potential for gentrification in this area within the next 10 to 20 years if things stay on the trajectory it's on now. Oh, there goes a kitty. I just kicked something that scared it. I dig these. It's old school duplexes. And I would imagine, just looking at the way the front patio is on that one, that looks to me like it was built as a duplex. That's something you don't see much of anymore. Hey, you know where all the water's coming from?
Hey, bro, you got a beef yourself?
I don't. Y'all know where all this water's coming from? As I was saying, it's a, for definitely homeless people there. I was trying to have a conversation with, but all they wanted to know is if I had a blue for sale. For those who don't know, that's a street name for fentanyl. And no, I don't. It's at Chase Bank that I went to on June 30th. I'm so glad I got my Chase Bank account back in the black. That was some scary shit for me yesterday. Or I guess the day before now, depending on your perspective. Oh, wow. I don't think in a pair of flip-flops I'm going to be able to get myself to the other side of Van Buren and keep dry. I mean, look at the flow of water. Can y'all see that? Like, this is flowing from somewhere near where the police are down there, like a river. Like, this water's moving. And you know, water always just seeks lower ground. That's the way that works. And it's all heading west from here. It's kind of funny, like Phoenix is a valley, so it all seems like, you know, well, not all of it, but most of it always just seems like it's flat. Look at that. 18th Drive, just completely covered in water. Completely covered in water. And yeah, there's a Chase Bank I went to a couple weeks ago. Part of me wants to keep trying to go west to see like where this stuff is flowing to. I mean, at some point it's got to hit some kind of a drain. Now, whether that drain can take this much water is a whole nother story. You know, in some parts of Phoenix, like this would just immediately go into a drain and disappear. But this is an old part of town, so yeah, it doesn't have as great of a drainage system, which is usually not a problem. I mean, this area it's not like this area typically floods out even during a monsoon storm, but somewhere oh god, I love the architecture of that house. Somewhere it's got to be a broken water main. This seems like just too much to be coming out of even a fire hydrant. Oh man, it's probably too dark for y'all to see that house, but that architecture is amazing as well. And we got people blocking the sidewalk. Wow. There's not even enough room to walk between those vehicles. Fucking hate it when people do that. Yeah, water this is about all the farther the water's making it. I don't think I'm gonna keep going west. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna keep going west. There's another obviously another structure obviously built as a duplex. And I don't think, you know, most zoning code doesn't even allow for that sort of thing anymore, which is kind of sad. Yeah, it's not bright enough for y'all to see the architecture of that house. That house is awesome. And I love the view of downtown Phoenix from here. Of course, I'm walking in the street just because the view is better. But yeah, the downtown skyline quite visible here, looking to the east. Man, I was so close. So, whoa, the sidewalk just ran out. Hate it when that happens. So close to, at least I felt like I was so close to buying a house. And here's the sidewalk again. Late 2019. I'm just really regretting that didn't work out for me. But hey, who knows what the future holds, for me or for the city of Phoenix. Corner of 18th Avenue and Polk. Street sign completely askew. But I know which is 18th and which is Polk. That house is too dark again for you to really see the architecture, but that one's awesome. Yeah, if we're running into all the flooded, all that flood along Van Buren and then going on this little walk, I forgot what the hell I was talking about. Oh, I remember now. It's all coming back to me now. Oh, crescent moon in the distance. That dog sounds angry. I sure hope it's secured in a yard. And this next street that I'm coming up on should be the one that I'm parked on. Always simple to navigate in this area. It's just good old-fashioned square blocks. So anyway, I saw that Elise had posted a comment on that video, and that was neat. And it kind of had me wondering, God, I wonder if she watches this YouTube channel anymore because she knows it existed. And Elise was very supportive of my old YouTube channel, Tan the Taxi Man, which, as I mentioned before, it was my original plans for that was to turn that channel into videos about traffic and bad drivers, which of course has become a big part of this channel, and just tales of me as a cab driver, and hopefully some videos of me as a cab driver should I get back into cab driving again. And it never became that. I named it with the expectations of it being that, and it sat dormant for quite a while, and then I started putting music videos that I had done restoration work on and karaoke tracks on it. Oh, I'm on the other side of the road. Ooh, that looks like my car. That is my car. That's a cool-ass old apartment building there. And of course, it's too dark for y'all to really see it. You can only imagine what those apartments rent for now. There's another house, clearly built as a duplex, as you can tell by the two front entrances with cool-looking awnings. One of them very nicely lit up. And it doesn't look like we have a number 1, number 2 situation either. It looks like they each have separate addresses. Oh, my vision's too shitty to make out those numbers. Back in the 90s, I could have seen that clearly from here, though. Oh, I miss the vision, the good vision of the better than good vision of my youth. All right, well, obviously I'm not going to be able to get out going forward, and there's the police actually blocking the street. My temperature gauge has gone down. That's good. I think I can go. I think I can get across the water into the alley. Shouldn't be too deep. I really wish I could have got onto the side to ask the police officer what the source of all that water is, because that is an insane amount of leaking water. More likely than not, it'll be on local news sources by tomorrow. Oh, that guy is going in reverse. Did you see that? That guy straight was driving forward, saw all the water and said, "No, fuck that," and he's literally going in reverse. I'm facing his headlights as he's going in reverse. That's fun. I'm just gonna follow this guy as he goes down the street in reverse. I ain't even hating on that. That's just funny to me right now. I am going to pay attention to him because I don't want to have a head-on collision, and his headlights are literally aiming at mine. All right, he's going to take a left on Polk. Like, fuck this water. Yeah, don't try the next street. It's even worse, and it has a cop. I'm back on Polk. I think I'm going to take it to 19th and then hook a right on 19th to see, because it seemed like the flood pretty much ended by 17th, but as I could tell from the water flow, like it's flowing to the west. You know, and I would have never guessed that was downhill, because it just seems flat through here to me. But water makes it really easy to see which way is down, even when it looks flat. So anyway, I saw Lisa made a comment on that, and the profile pictures that she had for her YouTube channel looked pretty good, and it reminded me of when I was hanging out with Allison about a year and a half ago in Portland, in Oregon, Beaverton, Oregon. Speaking of Beaverton, Oregon, that's where Winolo is based. Isn't that interesting? I think it's interesting. It's got a dark older homeless woman sitting on the side of that building. If I was on foot and I wasn't vlogging, I'd probably go try to have a conversation with her. Just saying. So yeah, it doesn't look like we got any water past 19th Avenue. Hard to see those kind of details when you're driving. I'm super curious, like at what point the water is going back into, obviously that's a broken water main. And I'm just curious what point, like, our drinking water system is just sucking into the drainage system. I will say the city of Phoenix is damn good with water conservation. They've made some amazing strides in the last, 30, 40 years. And I do believe as much as possible of that is going to be be reclaimed and put into the brown water or the gray water system, whatever you want to call it, which eventually, stays and gets filtered and gets reused. At least that's in theory how it's supposed to work. The street I was on used to go through, like the way I just got caught in that parking lot. There was a time I know that used to go through, and I can't remember if that's Monroe or Adams. I always get those two confused. I can't tell quite where it's going. It just all seems to come to this intersection of 19th and Van Buren and pull up, and it's got to be getting sucked into a drain somewhere around here. Anyway, that was a fun distraction. It's 2:55 in the morning. I got to be to work at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. I'm going to have a hell of a traffic challenge getting there, because I will be fighting traffic coming out of downtown-ish Phoenix to Central Mesa, and every road going in that direction is awful at 4:30 p.m. It gets awful around 3 p.m. Turning right, head south on 17th Avenue, the former US 85 route. I'm down here, may as well take a pass through the zone, see what's shaking there. Air conditioning working really good in the car right now. It feels pretty darn nice, considering that it's still probably hot as hell outside. And low battery warning on the iPhone. Oh, and I'm trying to delete stuff. iPhone says it's 96 degrees out. I got a charging cable for it here, so I can. Ooh, damn! It was all the way down to 1%. Yikes! Somehow I turned on the screen with it in my pocket. Arizona, not that you can really see shit right now, but Arizona State Capitol on the right, the park, I forget what the hell it's called, on the left. And yeah, this road has been definitely depreciated as a thoroughfare through here. But once upon a time, this was a U.S. highway. I'm right back where I was this morning. See what's on KTAR.
Reported tornadoes, one hitting near O'Hare Airport, disrupting hundreds of flights, and just west of Chicago.
A lot of power lines down, trees down.